Intentionality means that you need to be conscious. You need to be conscious of what you're doing consistently. You need to be aware. You need to be with you. Welcome to another session of Visualize with Vik. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notification button so that you're informed about when we upload the new conversations that we're having. And I'm doing this just towards the end of the year. We're probably about 2 or so weeks to go before the end of 2021. So we might be flighting this in the early new year. And the reason why I'm doing this now is because I just want to give you a sense of, with the last few weeks and days of 2021, what I'm thinking of doing to turn the corner into 2022. We've had a lot of conversations around things like believing and supporting, wanting and wishing. I want to talk a little bit more about you. And the way I'm going to do that is by talking about me in terms of how to now internalize some of the stuff. A lot of the conversations we've been externalizing, but how do we internalize some of the things that we're going to be doing or trying to improve on in the year 2022? There are two things that I'm going to try and work very hard on. The one is being present. What does that mean? Well, it kind of means that as much as possible, I want to be finding myself enjoying the moment and trying to train my brain to be in the moment as opposed to be trying to figure out what's happening tomorrow or within an hour, etc., etc. And that's not an easy thing to do. I've been practicing it a little bit and trying to find joy in the moment and doing it through a bit of intentionality. And intentionality means that you need to be conscious. You need to be conscious of what you're doing consistently. You need to be aware. You need to be with you. And again, the ability to drift off into what's coming or what's anticipated or what I need to do or your to-do list is sometimes what takes up a lot of your consciousness. That doesn't mean you stop doing what it is that you need to do. What it does mean is that you're conscious about what it is that you're doing and you're present about doing it, as opposed to be automatic about it, as opposed to being subconscious about it. Sometimes the habit part of us takes over, and the habit part of us is what enables us to go through the day or go through moments, and yet the conscious part of us is not aware. So being present is very important. And let me tell you why I think being present is going to be significant for me, because the joy of the moment is what I think plays a critical role in our relationship with the universe. So when we are present, when we are in the moment, when we are feeling what we're feeling, seeing what we're seeing, hearing what we're hearing, tasting what we're tasting, there's a connection that I believe we have with the greater power of the universe that makes all things. And it engineers for you and starts clearing the path for you for the things that you are imagining for and hoping for. And I think sometimes we believe that it's the amount of effort that we put in that gets the result. And yet it's the amount of the second thing that I'm going to be doing. It's the amount of belief that has an impact in terms of how things happen. Recently, there's so many things that have happened to me that I had no involvement in invitations to go and speak, or invitations to go and do things, or people connecting me with people. And I just find that's the universe conspiring to just make life become what it was designed to become for me, because what is in me is in my DNA. What is defined for me is in my DNA. What is out there for me is in my DNA, and it is the key of belief that unlocks that. And in order to tap into belief, you need to be present. You need to be experiencing the experience. You need to be feeling the feeling. You need to be tasting the taste. And sometimes it doesn't matter what that is. It's not always a good thing, right? It's not always what we're going through right now. Our experiences are not always fantastic. But within the difficult times, it's the power of gratitude that creates the presence, that creates the ability to say, even though I walk through the valley right now, even though times are difficult right now, I am grateful for my daughter. I am grateful for my wife. I am grateful for the plate of food in front of me. And that is the presence that I'm referring to. It's the ability to deflect what is environmental and deflect what is out there. And I must say, it is not easy. It's never meant to be easy, and yet that is the hard work, not the effort that we put in terms of force times distance, in terms of, how much it feels like we're efforting. The effort is in the sense of being present and understanding that when you give gratitude is belief in what I have, and being, even to the extent of being ecstatic for it, right? If you can raise that level of excitement, if you can raise that level of anticipation, if you can raise that level of expectation, I think that plays a critical role. So those are the two things that I'm going to be focusing on. I'm really going to be focusing on being present, and I'm going to connect my being present with belief, and belief, the key ingredient in there for me is going to be gratitude. And those are the three things I'm going to work really, 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 really hard on. And the rest will come as they come. I'll be directed in the way I'm directed to go in the direction that I need to go. I'll be advised in terms of what I need to say or what I do, but I ain't going to work hard in believing that it's my outcome and what I do that delivers the result. And that there's something greater than me that plays a critical role in ensuring that what is built in my DNA and what's been destined for me and what's been defined for me when I came onto this planet is executed. So with that, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to be notified by clicking on the notification tab. Thank you.